With this video, I'm going to show you how to show your work solving this problem. A utility pole is 7 meters high. A cable is stretched from the top of the pole to a point in the ground that is 5 meters from the bottom of the pole. How long is the cable? First step should be to draw a picture so that you can get a better idea of what's happening. You do not have to insert a picture in this when you're showing your work here. You can just draw it for your own benefit. If you want to insert a drawing, here's how you could do it. You just click on insert an image. So I made an image of what the problem I thought looked like, and I'm inserting it by clicking on this insert an image option, and it should bring up a box to insert. You might have to scroll up to find it, and I'm going to upload, browse for my image, which I saved to the desktop of my computer. So I'm just going to select it from the desktop of my computer, the image that I saved, so that I can upload it. And I don't want it to be super big, so I'll probably change the dimensions to a smaller size. Click OK, and it will insert the image into the problem. So here's the image that I made for the picture. So the utility pole, which would be this, 7 meters high, the cable stretching from the top of the pole to a point on the ground, which is 5 meters from the bottom of the pole. So this length here would be 5 meters. They don't tell us what the length of the cable is. That's what we want to find. So that's our unknown. So that's x. Okay, we have a picture. This is a right triangle, so we can find x. You might be realizing using the Pythagorean theorem. So it would be fine when you're showing your work to just go ahead and set up an equation and solve it. You don't necessarily have to draw a picture. You can just do it for yourself if you need it. So this second step could be your first step, which is to set up an equation. To do that, we'll substitute this information into the Pythagorean theorem. So the Pythagorean theorem was a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So we have c, it's always the hypotenuse, the side that's opposite the right angle. So in this problem, that's our unknown side, x. A, we'll let that be the 7 meters. Then b will be our 5 meters. So you don't necessarily have to use the equation editor, but if you want to, it's up here where it says Add New Math. If you just click on the Add New Math button, then it gives you somewhere to fill in your equation. So now if I put a caret key, it's going to know that that's an exponent. And if I write the exponent and then I say plus b and I do a caret key again, 2 for the exponent, c, caret key, 2. Caret key was Shift 6 on the standard keyboard. And then when I click outside, it's going to make it into an equation that looks nice. So A was 7, B was 5, and C was our unknown side. So we'll have 7 squared plus 5 squared equals x squared. Okay, now we just need to solve this. Solve the equation. So 7 squared is 49. So remember, you just click on the Add New Math. If you want to add an equation, you can just click on Add New Math and then insert 49, because that's 7 squared, plus 5 squared is 25, equal to x caret 2 for x squared. Click outside. There's the equation. Okay, we need to combine like terms on left-hand side. So we simplify. So 49 plus 25 is 74. So you just click on Add New Math and it brings this up. 74 equals x caret 2 squared. To get x by itself, to get rid of the square, we have to do the opposite of squaring. The opposite of squaring is taking the square root. So we have to take the square root on both sides. So if you click on the Add New Math, you get this place to insert your math. You can say SQRT for square root. 74 equals SQRT, parentheses, because I want parentheses for what I want in the square root, x caret 2 for x squared. Voila. Click outside, square root of 74 equals square root of x squared. Square root of x squared is just x, and we can find the square root of 74 using Desmos. So here's the Desmos scientific calculator. You can do square root with this key here, 74, and it tells you that it's about 8.6. So going back to the problem, again, we use the calculator. Use the calculator to find square root of 74, which was 8.6. So 8.6 equals x. So that would be the length of the cable, 8.6 meters. So you could write that out, and we can check it here. 8.6 is the approximate length of the cable. So you could say the length of the cable is 8.6 meters. And then if you want to, you can always kind of spice up your work a little bit by, like putting the steps in bold. So let's see, we draw a picture, bold. Step 2, use the Pythagorean theorem. Step 3, solve to find the answer. So ultimately, step 4 is what is the answer. And that's how you do it. It's how you show work with the Add Work option in your homework.